Okay, sorry about that. A little bit of the technical problems. So welcome everybody. This will be a podcast with my friend PS Previewer about
Hello.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, upcoming new release from the Ubisoft. Say hello, Marco.
Hello. How's it going?
So, where to start?
Well, let's start this podcast with saying that Ubisoft is absolutely crazy right now.
Aren't they supposed to be normal at some point? Yeah, there was, but now
Yeah,
they aren't. I
a
mean,
long time ago.
no, say it.
I mean, they had a good run lately with the reboots. For example, Ghost Recon was absolutely great. It made sense to make a game look like that in Ghost Recon universe. But for that series, it was actually possible to make a reboot that made sense, you know?
Yeah, and there is so much of the lore that's retconned since the origins, I think, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
But I mean, Assassin's Creed as a game was supposed to be a spin-off title for the Prince of Persia. If you
yeah,
didn't know,
exactly.
Prince of Persia: The Assassins, which the assassin had. The same mechanics that we are seeing right now, but instead they scrapped that idea. Why, I don't know. And they are started working on a new title, new Assassin's Creed, with the Altair in the main role. Damn it, I died. Was
Yeah.
a pretty good idea in my opinion. Though game was sometimes a little bit boring, cause most of the times you're doing what? Exploring, picking up the
And chasing
clues,
missions.
yes, and picking up the clues, killing the targets, etc., etc.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
But the series in the beginning had a great idea. The first game, the second game, even the third game, it was really solid idea and lore.
Actually, until the Syndicate, I mean, whole the franchise until the reboot was excellent, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Though,
yeah,
though
for
there
sure.
were, though there were flaws in the game, but I think, lol, I died again. Uh, I think the game was personally good, and the lore and everything. I mean, idea about we are being precursor race. There was a precursor race. Sorry, that created us was good. Yeah, Chad. Sorry for dying. I am concentrating for the talk. I mean, Ubisoft has a great idea about that. However, after the Origins, I mean, Origins and the Odyssey is a good approach to the game, though in my opinion they should have left the same mechanics as the old games. Now I think I have a feeling that I'm playing Witcher 3, for example.
Yeah, exactly. For example, my issue with the original series was the future sequences when you were put in the modern times in current day.
Yeah. They
That's
should
what you took
implement
away
that
from
also.
the whole experience of the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they should added a little bit more of the modern times, so we can see the Desmond being an assassin because he's got too much
Exactly.
training through the animus.
Yeah, that would be much more interesting to see if Desmond was actually an assassin.
Yeah, and we are seeing what in the end he can do: jumps, double jumps, climbing.
Yeah, and
What?
his end in the third game was absolutely bad. He just died in a cave, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Right?
and and they are using his DNA for the rest of the games. If you remember correctly, in the Black
Yeah.
Flag, you are the anonymous guy who are working in the Abstergo Industries and using the DNA of the Subject 17, which is Desmond, and
Desmond, yeah.
Subject 16, who is the guy before him. I forgot about his name actually. Uh, and I don't know. The concept was good, but I think they should put more Desmond, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, true. Now, the reboots actually happened because fans got really angry. Firstly, the game started coming out every single year, which was a huge issue. The quality wasn't there. It was a cash grab by Ubisoft. So they took a year off, if I remember correctly. I think, yeah, a year off, and they decided to reboot the whole series. Now, I wouldn't have an issue if this was actually a spin-off series, which would make much more sense.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah,
I mean,
it would be
continue. I
much
agree
much
with
better
you.
if it was a spin-off or something like that. I don't know.
Or they could do idea. They could do Adventures of the Subject 16, so we can see his torture
Yeah,
about from the
exactly.
Templars or something like that. But they are done the reboot, and the reboot actually in the origins, not bad. I like the idea of the Egypt, of the ancient Egypt, because I am a little bit of the Egyptologist. However, they could have done that pretty much way better.
Well, talking of Egypt, if you read the books, there was an assassin actually called Aquilius, if I remember correctly. He was a full-blown assassin in Egypt at that time. So they could have made a game about him. It would be much better, and it would stay true to the series, an actual Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, there was the books and the comics about that. Yeah, I remember. Don't know remember the name, but I remember that guy.
Yeah.
And there was also the assassins in the modern Russia. I mean, quote
Yeah,
unquote modern Russia.
Nikolai. Yeah.
Nikolai. Yeah. Hmm.
Aquilius was actually the first assassin ever,
Really?
and he was in Egypt. Yeah.
I didn't know about that. No, I know about that, or I didn't. No, I didn't know about that. I forgot. Really, forgot to check my facts. I always thought that Altair was the first one. I
No,
mean,
no. Aquilius was the first assassin who started the whole order.
oh,
After him, like years later, came Altair and his mentor and whole brotherhood like that in that
yeah,
shape.
yeah, and after that, yeah, and they turned the Apple of Eden to the Holy Land in the Jerusalem
Yeah,
after some shenanigans in the Egypt and Rome. I think. I think. Don't get me on my
yeah,
word.
something like that. Yeah.
So basically, they could have done pretty much more. Damn, I need to start dying. Uh, I mean, they have done so much more about the game, though. I don't know. Retconning a full story is a kind of BS, in my opinion.
Well, when Assassin's Creed Origins came out, we knew that the series would go in that direction. We just knew it would shift away from the original series. Absolutely, like it has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing.
Unfortunately, yes. I know.
It's really sad to see a beloved franchise die like that. I mean, it didn't technically die, but it's just not the same. I don't know.
Yeah, as I said, you're now getting a general feeling of playing The Witcher 3 or
Exactly.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion or something like that. I mean, not Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Elder Scrolls can be played as a third person.
Yep.
Damn. But I think that things can be much better. Though I think only the monies matter to the Ubisoft as all the big companies.
Yeah,
So
their selling point for Assassin's Creed Valhalla is actually that they brought back the writer from the second game
yeah,
from original AC2, and he's like writing again, but I don't think that's actually a selling point for the game.
yeah, but I don't know why they're still doing done a bloody reboot. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a logical thing. I would understand, like I said, I would understand if they didn't have anything to do and they're done. Oh no, let's just do a bloody reboot. We can do something else. But no, they have so much choice.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen the Valhalla. I mean, it's okay, a good thematic point of the Vikings. I
yeah, for
mean,
sure.
but I don't know. I don't getting the Assassin's
If
Creed
the,
vibe.
the game was called just Valhalla, I would 100% play the game. I would love it. But under the AC title, it does not fit. Like not a single bit. It's just wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you, but you know, I played and completed almost. Didn't still complete the Assassin's Creed Odyssey totally.
Yeah.
But at some point I'll buy the game and I'll complete it just because you know I played it from the first to the last game, and so it would be waste to not do it. Though I know I am giving the money to Ubisoft, but I don't know. Maybe they are started to develop something better at some point.
Well, I was always the guy that was kind of defending Ubisoft because they really have good game worlds. There
Indeed.
is no other company that has game worlds as good as Ubisoft.
Well, technically, Blizzard also has something of that.
Yeah,
I can name just three of them: Diablo, I'm playing it now, Warcraft, and the StarCraft.
yeah,
However,
sure.
however, they're also game. They are also a company that are in the hiccup of the developing the games and the content for the rest of it. So I don't know. Future is ahead of us. Maybe we'll see something better from the Ubisoft. I don't know. It's pretty much if at this point because of the virus and everything. I'm a little skeptic.
Yeah, the problem right now with Assassin's Creed is that this reboot was supposed to be a trilogy. So we had Origins, we had Odyssey, and now we have Valhalla. What's next? That's what I'm interested in.
Hmm. I don't know, but
Because they have a lot of money riding from that series. It's still bringing in every day. They have money from it, so it wouldn't make much sense if they gave up on the series. You know,
or they can do reboot of the Prince of Persia or something like that.
they could, they could, yeah,
I
they could make
mean,
a crossover, for example. But I'm not sure how the fans react to that.
I would react pretty much. I will hype it for the Prince for the remastered trilogy of the Prince of Persia, in my opinion. Cause I mean, Sands of Time, Border Within, and Two Thrones are OP
The
games,
classics.
classics and the OP games. However, the only thing I will little bit done some shenanigans about is the sense of time mechanic where you have to stab the mob with the dagger of time. I mean, it's a hassle at some point, so I
Right.
I cannot go to the mob. But we are going away from the subject. It's Assassin's Creed. We're not talking
Yeah,
still about Prince of Persia, so sorry about that.
it's okay.
I don't know. I mean, for the Assassin's Creed series, I enjoyed playing it. Always enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
for sure. Same.
I like the idea of bring blending in for the first two games, three. I don't know. I played first game, and I saw some monks coming out, and I said to myself, "Holy crap! I can blend in and walk in and
Yeah,
kill the guy."
exactly.
Okay, it's cool, but I cannot blend in and get away from the target. That's the problem,
True.
unfortunately. But
I saw the new gameplay that some YouTuber got like early access to from Valhalla, and even the sound when you jump from a building, they got rid of that. There is no longer the eagle sound.
yeah, I think I didn't saw that. Now that's a really disappointing.
Yeah, I think Odyssey had it when you jump.
Yeah, but I think it's not a hawk. It's not a hawk. It's something else. But you have the sound.
Yeah,
I know. I remember that because I recently played it or something. but I didn't see the that feature in the Valhalla. So yet
Yeah,
again,
you just climb on the building and jump down, and there is no sound, no nothing. At least in this build of the game that I saw.
well, there is still time. Maybe they will implement it, but I don't know. I'm not an optimistic guy
It's
about that one.
Ubisoft. I'm really not sure about that.
You do realize we'll not get a job in the Ubisoft after this.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
uh, who cares? Uh, anyway, I know. I saw the first for the first gameplay of the Valhalla. I saw that boat crashing into the castle. I mean, it is a relatively good. I mean, it's a Viking invasion,
Yeah.
but after that you have a fight. You have the shield bashing heads and everything. I don't know. It's not.
The fight looks like a Lord of the Rings game, like Conquest or something like that. Just
Uh,
one.
Not Conquest, the Return of the King, if you remember that old classic.
Yeah, yeah,
You used to play back to the 2000 and something.
yeah. Just like that. Yeah.
God, I feel old.
I still have that game somewhere here.
Really? You do?
Yeah.
Damn. I have to do the scavenging. Anyway, uh, yeah, there has the similarities with that. And yet again, the point, you don't have the assassin's vibe. I seen the trailer, the main guy has the hidden blade, but dude, it's a
That's the only thing that he has that resembles an assassin.
I'm
Just that.
I mean assassins are more than hidden blade in
Yeah.
my opinion. In my opinion, it's a philosophy or fight.
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind it.
Yeah, I made a pause because I've died. The guy really knocked me out. Oh gosh, there will be so much laughing in the morning. Anyway, yeah, the assassins have their own philosophy. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, which is a good quote, if I may
Oh
add.
yeah.
But Templars also have the saying, "May the Father of Understanding." No, Father of what? Remind me, please.
I'm
Fa-
not pretty sure on that one.
Father of Understanding, I think.
Yeah, but talking of Templars, Assassin's Creed Rogue was absolutely amazing. We saw the side of Templars that we didn't really know existed.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw the plot
Brought a
twist.
huge question, like, are assassins really in the right side, the good side?
Yeah, you have the other side of the coin, and you see in the end the start of the Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
The Assassin's Creed Unity was, I don't know, it has a strange reception among the crowd, because the game was not also the classical Assassin's Creed in that perspective. I mean, you didn't have any more of the unrealistic combat as before. You can literally kill whole battalion with just riposte and parry and
Yeah.
block and counterattack and something like that.
Well, the problem with Unity was actually the glitches and optimization of the game.
As
It pretty much
as
killed it at the start. It had no chance.
Yeah, and I think the patches after that didn't help much because the most of the people gave up on the game.
Even right now, the game is kind of playable, much more playable than it was before. But it just left a sour taste at the fans.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
nobody focused on too much on the story that they tried to tell us.
yeah. Unfortunately, when you get burned once, you will not want to get burned again. So,
Syndicate was actually also quite a good game.
which one?
Syndicate, the last
Oh,
one before
Syndicate.
the
Yeah,
reboot.
yeah, 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 yeah. I agree with that. Though I haven't, though that game I haven't seen anywhere for the last 5 years or something.
Yeah, it's not really that famous because fans got burnt out by Unity and all that, so that was the dying point of the series. We got the reboot after that, but it was a decent game. It was much better than Unity for sure.
At that point, yes, I agree with that.
I mean,
However,
imagine with this engine that I have right now. Imagine if they made a classic Assassin's Creed game. That would bring back so much original fans, including me, to be honest.
if they could done the remaster of the first game, but pure remaster, just put a better graphics to that, and you can add a couple of the content. I don't know. You don't have to add the shops or anything. Just add some content so the guys and gals have not shouldn't only pick the flags and kill the guys.
Yeah.
It,
The first game could really use a good remaster. Not even a remake, but just like remaster, you know?
yeah, just the graphical from the point.
Exactly.
They could be done in the Unreal Engine, and I think they could do that, but I don't know. They have their politics, so
Well, they could really do anything they want. It's not like they don't have money or people to do it, you know?
yeah, it will be something like the Warcraft 3 remaster, which at I don't know why the most of the people had a bad taste in their mouth also with the game.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I like the game, so maybe they don't want to experiment with that because we made Assassin's Creed 1, it was good, we will not do it again because we are took the reboot, we make now the RPG and yada yada
I
yada.
mean, they already made the remaster of the third game and the DLC.
Yeah, I saw that, though I don't know what they are keeping it of doing with the first game.
Well, when it comes to the third game's remaster, it was I don't know, it was a way to sell more copies of the reboot, in my opinion. You know, it wasn't really a full effort. It was just like let's fix some bugs, let's put some shaders and put out like a full game pretty much.
Yeah, they basically made a new game at some expensive. I don't
Yeah,
know. It is a good approach, but
it is. Yeah,
after that you see what they are doing. It's a Valhalla thing. I mean, it's not a Valhalla thing if they are just done only the origin at that with that mechanics, it will be good. But the origin was accepted at some point as a solid game. I like it.
yeah,
In my opinion, I like the game. I like the mechanics. Though they could use a little more of the assassin vibes, if you know what I mean.
exactly, exactly. That's why I mentioned the first assassin ever. Like he's right there in Egypt, and they absolutely did not touch upon him, at least as far as I know.
They could at least put the Easter egg in that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's there. I know he's working with. What was the guy's name? He has some fucked up name. I forgot. Damn it! I died again.
Not sure which one.
Main guy. Main guy in the
From where?
Origins.
From the first one or
No, Origins. Origins.
uh, um, bike, something like that, right?
Bike. Yeah, bike.
Yeah, bike.
I know he's a Magi, but I forgot the game. Forgot the name, and I was almost said the name of the guy from the Mummy trilogy. You know the black guy with the beard.
Yeah, right. Bike. That's the one.
Why I am remember the Mummy. Anywho, uh, for the origins, yeah, they should at least put that guy Achille. No, what's his name for the
Uh,
Easter egg?
uh, Aquilius, yeah.
Achilles, yeah. They should put him as an Easter egg or the head of the order or something like that.
Yeah, something like that would be amazing to see.
But no, you get the Cleopatra, you get the Caesar. I don't know. Okay,
Uh,
they are
it,
in that period. I can get the idea, but why?
I mean, look, there is like several books. If they wanted they could go over the books, and fans actually like the books. They
Yeah.
could make a World War II game with Nikolai. They could make the Japanese Assassin's Creed, which we kind of got in those side-scrolling games. But like
Oh.
proper Japanese Assassin's Creed would be amazing.
Yeah.
And the thing that confuses me the most, Ubisoft listens to fan response for every other series. For example, Far Cry.
Mm-hmm.
We got like a list of possible settings, and people vote on that, and they actually deliver upon it.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed is just like, they do whatever the fuck they want and not what actually fans want. So yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, if you're talking a little bit, we're now started talking about the Far Cry. You can see that from the Far Cry 2 to the Far Cry 5, and with the new Dawn, you have the basically same game only reskinned.
yeah,
So that's a trend that transferred in the Assassin's Creed series, or from the
yeah. So,
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, they have the same politics about those two games, if you ask me.
yeah, but at least when people voted for like apocalyptic Far Cry, they actually delivered. Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't play that game, but I have seen the gameplay, so I
yeah.
dig it. It is done.
That's a whole nother topic for me because I hate the RPG mechanics that they introduced in that one. And I personally don't want to see RPG mechanics in the Far Cry 6.
Really? They are introduced that in the six?
Yeah, in the New Dawn, they had like RPG mechanics where you had to level up your weapons to kill some enemies.
You have that
It,
similar thing in the Far Cry 3 with the tattoo.
yeah, but you didn't have to upgrade your weapons to level 20, for example, to kill a grunt.
Oh, that, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, I get that. It's a bummer. So one more series going in the down path.
Yeah,
However, there maybe we'll do a good thing with that. We don't know. We cannot
it's
judge.
possible.
We cannot judge it right now while the game is in the development still.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
I honestly think that Watch Dogs Legion is actually at a perfect place. Fans like it, the devs like it. It really looks
Mm,
like a proper Watch Dogs game.
yeah, I've seen the trailer and I think it will be even better than Watch Dogs 1 and 2, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Though it can be maybe iffy, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
because I don't know, there are still much things to gone wrong. There's so much stuff that could go wrong in the process of the development of the game. So
Well,
we should
true.
see.
Now that we talk about Ubisoft in general in this podcast, I want to touch upon something related to Watch Dogs, like the issue with the first game. It was the release date. They pretty much released the game at a really bad time. They had huge competition that the game pretty much had no chance in competing with.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe the same fate might actually affect Watch Dogs Legion because Cyberpunk is coming at around the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I
You also have the Call of Duty because of course every single year.
yeah.
So
It's a
that
bummer
could
after
really
that.
that could really fuck up the release of the game.
Indeed, indeed. Though they have to time that perfectly. Sorry about second. I have to see the chat. I have the messages and I'm not paying attention to that. Sorry. I have the crazy guys in the chat. Hello
Yeah,
guys. Hello guys. Hello guys. I'm not calling. I'm not ignoring you. I don't have the option to check the chat, but I'll see it right now. Hello everybody. So please continue, dude, man. Sorry for interrupting.
right. So yeah, pretty much my worries about Watch Dogs Legion is that it will be released in a really bad spot, at the holiday season,
Yeah,
especially since the new consoles are coming out. So you will have like the same situation that had plagued the first game. You had like the old gen version and the next gen version.
Yeah, and
Even that is a huge stress on its own on the dev team and the game, you know.
yeah, and you have so much titles announced for that point. So yeah, I know, I get what you mean.
Also, the problem with the second game was that Ubisoft had no expectations for it because the first game flopped and development of the second game already started. So they pretty much decided like, well, let's push it out and let's see what happens.
And
And the
risk paid off.
reception was actually quite good by those people who actually bought it and played it, myself included. You know.
Yeah, but most of the people, if you remember, were skeptic about the game because first one left a sour taste in the mouth. I mean, it's not left a sour taste in the mouth, it just been gone so much under the radar.
Well, honestly, I know why people. Excuse me, I'm tired. Why the people were actually mad about the first game. It was like downgrade of the graphics and stuff.
Though with the
Yeah,
downgrade, the game looks
they
good.
did. They messed up the graphics, but the game itself is actually quite fun. I covered it a few months ago on my channel. I played the whole game from start to finish. I played the DLC, and it's actually a proper fun game.
First one or the second one?
The first one, yeah.
First one, I don't know about the downgrade of the graphics. I have played it on the. You can say I played with the high settings, and it looks good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was good. It was good. It wasn't bad, but what we saw on the E3 trailer was completely different game.
yeah, but unfortunately, I don't know. It's not a crisis type of the graphics, if you want what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's a good graphics. It's a good. You can see it. Everything. The details are good for that time. I don't know. It's not the old game. I don't know. You can only say the game went bad because of the people and the timing. There are so much of the games that was released at some point and people was nah. The same for us. Downgrade the graphics with that yada yada yada. We don't want to play it and they are
Yeah,
just
the
left the
same
game.
issue with the wrong release. Played Titanfall 2, which is a great game. Everybody should play Titanfall 2. And
Which one?
Titanfall,
Oh,
the second.
Titanfall, Titanfall,
Yeah,
Titanfall.
pretty much EA also had no expectations for it, and they pushed it out at the wrong time. I think actually it came out in the same week as Watch Dogs 2, or
Uh,
something like that.
I think it's something like that. Not same week, but a week or
Yeah.
so after, or something like that.
Yes, something along those lines. But pretty much it was the same like season where the studios had no expectation for the game and just pushed it out, see what happens, you know.
And they're gamble it and they're paid off. Though EA is also known about their controversial releases about
Yeah.
for last couple of the games and years. So no, we're not
Well,
going to talk
Ubisoft,
about.
not Ubisoft. EA has been bad for like past 13 years, starting like 2007 when Sport came out.
Yeah, though EA as a
That was a
company
shitstorm.
and their release of the games are is deserving their own theme for the podcast, in my opinion, because we have a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
enough.
that's a whole another podcast.
Yeah, but I mean to return to Ubisoft and cement our fate because we are getting the job there.
Yeah.
We are maybe getting sued because of these commentaries, but who cares?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. There's they were as all companies were good. They have good releases. They have bad releases. I know you cannot give all the people they want,
Yeah.
but I think they are screwed up with the reboot of the game.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
And you have
Ghost Recon reboot was actually pretty good. The Wildlands one, and
yeah.
it was pretty decent, but it lacked some features that people hoped would. make an appearance in the second game, and then Breakpoint came,
And
and it was really bad, especially with the microtransactions.
unfortunately, yes. I
And
think the microtransactions is killing the games, in my opinion. I
well,
mean, look at the Battlefront 2.
oh yeah, yeah, that's also a whole nother topic for the podcast. That was a whole mess, you know.
Yeah, indeed. But I have to make an example of the game. I
Yeah,
mean, for the microtransactions. Though, for the only good thing, if I remember correctly, for the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and you do not have microtransactions. No, you will have it. There are some of the things you can buy. I think cosmetic
yeah.
items
They,
like
they,
in.
they will find a way to put it in the game somehow, sneaky like Activision does with Call of Duty.
Yeah, in my opinion, maybe it's better to buy, but not to buy for the money. Just play the game, grind the currency or something, and buy it
Exactly,
after.
yeah.
It
Exactly.
is more rewarding than give us the $5. You can have this piece of armor.
Yeah.
It's epic. You can do everything with that. Yada yada yada. And after 10 days, they release a new armor, which is expensive and more better. And what
Yeah,
you want?
that's really the bad direction of the gaming industry. But as I was saying, like back when Syndicate came out, that was the first crack in Ubisoft where they had to like step down, take a break for a year and see what they could actually fix. And now when the breakpoint happened, it was only like a few years after that, and they went back again, like try to fix stuff. But will it happen again actually? Because it started to come up
Mhm.
every now and then.
Mhm. Mhm. I do.
It's like the issues keep on piling up. They fix one thing, but the other thing it gets broken, and
And
they pretty much have to reset everything.
yeah, and that's the point of the alpha and beta testings. Let the
Yeah.
people test the game. So if there's something that doesn't work, you can fix it in a normal time. You cannot.
There was a time long ago where we actually got the demos of the game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Old old times.
I remember. I think I have a first red faction or something like that. And you had a demo of the Quake or something in that.
Yeah.
It's not a Quake. Something was there. I don't remember the game, but I mean, you play a demo of a game, and you are wow, it's a cool. I mean, it's unreleased. Maybe you have one or two missions to do, but you get the opinion. Damn, the game is
Exactly.
cool. I cannot wait till it's come out.
Exactly. Like players had something from it, and developers also had something from it. Like in my opinion, my top favorite, actually two of the favorite demos I ever played, was Splinter Cell and Tomorrow. The first level was like on a train.
Okay.
That was amazing, and the demo for Warcraft, the third game.
Oh, the Reign of Chaos.
Yeah, those two demos I played like again and again and again. It was absolutely amazing.
I had a demo of the Star Wars Jedi Knight first part, Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
You had only two missions to play. Mission in some cave, I think it's in the third chapter of the game, and Coruscant mission, which they are nicely done, but they still had a little bit of the glitches, just a little bit,
Yep.
and basically on their feedback they are fixed the games, and you after that you get a normal product which didn't have any problems at all.
Yeah, those versions of the game when they like bring us the demo, it was really good, and everybody had something from it. We would get a good game. And if you remember, actually, the promo discs that the developers were giving out actually had a little paper, and you could write down what sucked about it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you send a little postcard to the developers, and they actually listened.
yeah, but we here on the Balkans didn't have that options because no
Yeah,
one
yeah.
valued our opinion. unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was a really good concept that for some reason doesn't exist anymore. But if anything, it would be much easier to execute that right now.
Yeah,
You could give it as a free download, and you could make a review like anywhere,
yeah, I think
in
that would be a
or
good
in
idea.
whatever.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Like, what was the game with the aliens? Humans Must Die or something like that.
Yep.
There was a demo on the Steam, I think, or somewhere. You can buy it. I
Yep.
mean, it was a 10 or something euros. I don't remember the price, but you can play the game. I think you have first two levels to play, or three, or something like that.
Hmm.
And after the game, you write your seeings of the game, if it's okay, if it's not okay, what should
Exactly.
they change, and everything. You can send
Exactly.
it,
Yeah.
and they are working with
And
that.
even in the recent times, we actually had quite a good selection of demos. If you remember when Resident Evil 7 was about to come out, we had a demo.
Yeah, yeah, I do, I do.
We had that. Then we have the what's it called? Resident Evil 2 remake demo,
Yeah,
which was also amazing.
and I think there was a for the Resident 3 also.
Yeah, yeah. The second one was really good. The concept, like you had 30 minutes to play the game, and you just go ahead play it. And even after the game came out, they removed the timer, so you could play it, forever.
Yeah, and that was a bummer in the end. But for the Resident Evil 3, we are get it for that subject. I mean, they deserve a whole nother topic for that.
Yeah,
However, for the Resident Evil 3, the only thing is bothering me is the downgrade of the graphic and cutting of the gameplay. Only that, nothing else. However,
well,
game as a game, it's a good game, and it's a good horror.
it
Though,
is, but it was really rushed, in my opinion.
yeah, they should take their time with the game. I mean,
Really rushed.
that's a generally problem with everything. Oh, okay, I get that. I get on the wizard. I switch to take the spend the blood shards, and I get the ancient legendary one. I don't need this one, but it's a good stat, so I'll take it. Anyway, that's a generally problem of the games. They are being rushed so much.
Yeah.
There is no passion of the playing the game of the making the games. You can take your time if you want to make something can be good. I will take the example of the Batman Arkham City.
Yeah.
Guys were doing, I mean, two guys were doing animations on the cape for about a year or
Yeah.
something like that. So, dudes and dudettes, why? Why are you rushing the game?
Yeah. Exactly. Well, this is something that could tie back in with Assassin's Creed, the original topic. I mean, take a look at Square Enix. I mean, they're really controversial in
Mm-hmm.
their own way,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they took the Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
and made that remake and pretty much expanded upon the game, and it will be like two or three parts. I'm not sure. And
Okay.
that's exactly what Ubisoft should do. Like, take the first Assassin's Creed, take the second one, take the third and fourth one, whatever, and spend like 7 years just on the first part and expand upon that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea also.
Yeah,
Though,
especially especially on the old story. There is so much potential and story left behind that
I
they
mean,
would really use it.
yeah, I think especially for the Altair. Altair is a legendary character, in my opinion.
Yeah, my favorite assassin.
Mine was Edward.
Yeah,
Edward the Pirate. Arr. However, Edward, I don't know. That was a good experiment with Assassin's Creed 4 with the ships. Though, in my opinion, the most boring grind is the grind to upgrade the bloody ship.
Yeah.
It's a most boring grind ever.
Well, talking about boring in Assassin's Creed, this will piss off most fans because for some reason people enjoy it, but the ship mechanics, where you have to drive the ship, sail the ship actually. I
um,
absolutely hate when you have those ship segments of the game in both Black Flag and in Road.
you hate that, or?
Yeah,
I mean, I hated both mechanics. I will not say I hated it. Just it doesn't make any sense for me as the player to play in the Odyssey, because Odyssey, in my opinion, has a crappy boat mechanic.
yeah, they had those little boats.
And in the Assassin's Creed 4, I think the boat mechanics were relatively good, in my opinion.
Yeah, it made sense from the story perspective, like you were a pirate, you know.
Yeah,
So it made sense that you had a ship. Also, for the rogue, Trey was kind of a pirate, so to say.
kinda, quote unquote.
Yeah, and also made sense from the story perspective, but generally that mechanic in the game just doesn't sit well with me.
Imagine, imagine this possibility. What if Edward became the Templar?
Hmm.
Spin-off,
It's
spin-off title,
yeah, it's possible. It could happen really,
or
especially in that universe.
idea for the game. You do the re-release of the games, every
Yeah.
game in the from the past about in the series. However, you do the moment uh, you have the anonymous assassin who try to stop the Templars as usual, and Templars screw everything, and the time continuum is changing. So basically, Altair is a Templar, Ezio is a Templar. What if?
Oh yeah,
What if?
yeah. I actually think that something like that happened in the books or the comics.
Time continuum, or
Something was like I think Desmond was a Templar. That happens somewhere.
I think not. I think the Desmond is the. No. I think it's not the Desmond. Lucy was a Templar, Templar spy with them.
Something like that, yeah.
But he killed her while he was in the trance by Minerva or Juno, I don't remember, who came out and charmed him in the vault back into the
Yeah.
Monteriggioni. However,
Actually, not that I think about the characters and stuff. I mean, Ubisoft games are connected. We all know that there is a bigger universe there. For example, Aiden Pierce from the first Watch Dogs game actually shares the universe with Assassin's Creed, and he is most likely an assassin.
yeah, I saw that you have a guy who you can spy on him by phone or
Yeah.
something, and you see that he's an assassin. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
you kill him on the bridge in the first game.
Yeah, but I think that's just an Easter egg that can be expanded on.
True, but also Far Cry 3 had the Abstergo caves and bunkers.
Yeah. I remember
In the
that
third
also.
game, you came down a hill and you had that logo,
Yeah, I remember that. I haven't played the third game like forever. I remember
the
that.
best one.
Did you know the do you know the definition of insanity?
Oh, of course I do.
I mean, and the guy after that, Michael Mando, something,
Yeah.
what it's called, He's playing Scorpion in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If you have
There
seen.
was actually a theory that the kid on the box art of not Assassins of Far Cry 6 is actually young boss.
Really?
Yeah, because he is Hispanic, and we pretty much don't know his origins. And if you notice, the kid actually has that scar on one of the eyebrows. So it's possible that the game is actually the origin story of Was.
Or it could be. It could be. We don't know anything yet for now.
I would personally love to see that, especially since Michael Mando actually mentioned recently that he would like to play Voss again, and that we might actually see Voss in some capacity in the future.
That would be good, and that would be
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Hmm. It's a crazy idea, but imagine if all the Ubisoft universe are merged together.
that would be.
Assassins, or just Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia, as intended.
Yeah,
You can
just
and you can
just,
have a
just
multiplayer.
for a second, try to imagine this like all Ubisoft games, universes come together, and you have those rabbits
Yeah.
running around with assassins like that would be quite cool to see. I mean, they actually are in a lot of games, like Easter eggs.
Yeah, that would
You
be
had
amazing.
the rabbits in the Division, you had them in Siege.
Hmm, that would be good. However, I would like to pay to see a fight between Altair and the prince.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Altair should be little bit more agile, so he can parry the prince.
Well, Altair has discipline and training, which I don't think that the Prince has.
Yeah, but prince has a dagger of time.
Yeah, he has some abilities.
No, no, he doesn't have a dagger. He has an amulet of time.
Yeah.
Dagger was left with the Kylina after the third game.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. I will pay for.
Again, again, going back to Altair in the first game, like they could make a huge game about the story of the Brotherhood, and why they actually had to chop off the finger, because we saw later on that it wasn't really necessary to do that.
Yeah, it's necessary in two reasons. They explain that also.
They tried like because of the finger,
And
but still it was shady.
yeah, but look at this perspective. If you don't pull the finger away from the blade's path, you're going to cut it off at some point.
Yeah.
And since the Brotherhood until the Ezio wasn't members of the Brotherhood wasn't get married at all,
Yep.
it was the appropriate thing to cut the finger.
Yeah, they also try to say like Bayek also had to do it. Like it doesn't make sense. I know it's a reboot, but still, Altair had to cut off the finger to use the blade,
Yeah,
pretty much. Bayek didn't have to do it. He was fighting with a naked dude
yeah,
in a bathroom. Yeah, and his hand was actually clenched, so he had no other option to do it.
no, he doesn't have any option. He cut his own finger. I mean,
Exactly. So it wasn't a traditional or something like that. He
but
had to
again,
do.
I agree on that. But look from this way, if because they have retconned all the lore, I think now the Bayek is the guy who with the origin, and
Yeah.
he invented the rule. I mean, you have to cut a finger off. If you
Yeah,
don't
but
cut
if
it,
you notice in Valhalla, for example, the Viking actually has his finger. Who made the improvement of the hidden blade now? It wasn't Da Vinci, right?
yeah, yeah. I agree.
So again, we have a plot hole that is not really explained.
Mhm.
Odyssey also, in Odyssey, the characters have the finger, right?
Yeah, as I remember, I don't think the finger is dropped off from the hand. I don't remember.
Yeah,
with cutscenes. No, no, you have the whole hand.
you have it. Yeah.
Though you're right, they should explain that, for example. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! No, 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 no.
Don't die. Don't die.
I died 20 times.
Yeah,
And
there.
now it's a big pack. You'll see it tomorrow on the stream if you're not watching it right now. I mean, yeah, they should explain to us how and why. I mean, just why they have to cut the finger.
Yeah.
Like, no other explanation. Okay, bye.
Whole Brotherhood in general should have like a dedicated game. They tried to do it in AC Brotherhood, of course, but it didn't really go that deep.
Yeah, but at that point, Da Vinci is modified all of the hidden blades, so
Yeah.
you don't have to cut a finger. You'll just receive the burn mark on that finger and
Yeah.
on the ring finger. So yeah, I mean it's not the same thing, but at least you have a whole hand.
Yeah.
If you're not caught up by the Templars, and then you can have the game, or you can have the finger cut off and send it back to your Brotherhood as a message.
Yeah.
Well, Templars.
Also, instead of Valhalla or generally the reboot direction that they went, they could have used like a game just call it Assassin's Creed and have for one part you play as an assassin and from the other side or the party you play as a Templar.
Yeah, I like the concept, like
Just have it like that and have the story like crossover at one point.
yeah, like the Transformers trilogy for the Cybertron. War of
Yeah,
Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. You can play as a Decepticon and you can play as Autobot.
exactly.
Though, in my opinion, Decepticons are the better. In my
Yeah,
opinion, I mean,
they,
most of
they
the
are really
guys
cool.
are hyping for the Optimus, hyping for the Bumblebee, and everybody. I'm just screw it. Soundwave is the guy.
Starscream, the best
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, the Starscream, the guy who will also always wanted to be a leader of Decepticons, but no, there is Megatron. Megatron is dead. Whoa, there is Galvatron. Who is Galvatron? It's an upgraded Megatron. And poor guy.
Yeah, never got his chance.
Though, if you didn't know, I mean, we are getting off topic again.
Yeah, yeah,
But never mind. It's good if you have something to talk about. Starscream was originally with the Autobots. Originally, if you didn't know.
really.
Yeah, he was a commander of the aerial units.
I did not know that.
And Megatron has invaded his station, and after that he has to surrender and be with the Decepticon. So that's the lore behind that. Now
Interesting.
let us return back to the Ubisoft and seal our destinies. I mean, yeah, I agree with your points. I agree. There's so
Yeah,
much stuff that they could do, but they're still going with the Valhalla, and they're still going with that shenanigans. I don't know why. I don't know why. Uh, the games are accepted among the people, but I think for the third release, the people were thought, I think it's enough with this. Give us a normal Assassin's Creed game. But
yeah,
no, we have again an RPG system.
right. I mean, to try to conclude this whole rambling story to one single conclusion. I mean, people were okay with Origins, they were okay with Odyssey, but for example, when we had that live event from Ubisoft, as soon as they started showing Valhalla, the dislikes of the video and the stream matched the likes. It was like 25,000 likes and 20,000 dislikes.
As
So people are pretty much vocal about hate on this game.
Yeah, I think the fate of the game is sealed. Though, as what Thanos said, likes and dislikes balance as perfectly should be.
Yeah,
Though no, I think the most hated reveal and disliked game was expansion for the World of Warcraft Mist of Pandaria.
Really, that one.
Yeah, believe me, when they announced that expansion, the guys were, holy
I
crap.
wanted to say the Diablo Immortal for the phones.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
that I forgot that game is in the development. I forgot
Do you
about it.
guys have phones like you have it?
I mean, I have the phone. I mean, I have the phone. I would play it, but no, definitely not. I'm sticking in waiting for the Diablo 4 to come out.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, there will be Diablo 3. There will be pretty much of the game. So guys, don't worry about the content. There will be everything. I hope that I will be better in the future videos. It's my first time. This is removing my virginity with this, so just for the record. Anyway, uh, as for the Valhalla, I don't know. I think they should cancel the game. In my opinion, they should just cancel the game or just rename it. It will be an
Well,
RPG.
yeah, pretty much as I said, like in the beginning, release it under the name of Valhalla. Pretty much have it be a Viking game.
Uh, Viking Wars: Rise to Valhalla.
Something like that, yeah, like just a game in that universe with Vikings and give us a proper Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, though I think also with that, I think the people are a little bit sick of the Ragnar and everything about the series, so Vikings are now on a standby
Yeah, true.
for that. But I don't know. I will also play the Valhalla, even though I shouldn't. But I'll play it just to see what they are trying to achieve with the lore and with the story, to see if they will explain to us about finger cutting, for example, and the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Though I don't think that will happen at all. I don't think. But
I personally won't buy the game. I might buy it like after like 5 years when I find a used copy for PS5 because I don't find that game enjoyable at all after seeing what I saw. And I will watch the videos that show anything that resembles like the story regarding the assassins. You know,
yeah, yeah,
that, that's what I'm interested in, the assassins and Assassin's Order.
yeah. That would be maybe better option. However, I don't know. There is still plenty of time until the game comes out,
True.
and we shall see. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a long way to go.
yeah,
But
there is.
if the game comes out now, mm, not a big fan.
Well, to be honest, there is a chance that the game might actually be pushed back because of the pandemic.
Yeah, as every game in
Yeah,
development at this point.
there is a huge chance that all of this will be pushed back because if the second wave actually hits, it will change a few things.
What second wave, dude? We are still in the first wave, and the first wave ain't over.
Yeah, I mean like in the countries where like the main marketplace for
Uh,
the companies is like USA and stuff like that.
nah, I understand you, but I think there will not be a second wave. I think this will be only happen in the first wave. It will just
Yeah,
be
yeah,
uh,
true that. Huh?
huge rising of the sick people, and after that it will be a little bit less and less and
Yeah,
less. Some sporadic infections, and after that,
right, right. But yeah, generally like it might affect the game releases and also the console releases that are apparently still happening this holiday season. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
yeah, and most of the games that should come out in the summer, now in the summer, were pushed back into the
Yeah,
holiday season. Though And on the Christmas, I mean Christmas of the Western people Christmas, we will have so much games to play. However, we will not play all of them, because most of them will not be
Yeah. True.
good enough in my opinion, but we shall see. I am inclined to be wrong at sometimes, but we shall see, we shall see.
Yeah, we will pretty much. We have like a few months left, and on that note, I would like everybody. I would excuse me. I would like to thank everybody for watching and listening to us. If you have something else to say, say now.
Yeah, I would also have to thank everybody for the watching and listening, and we will be every Wednesday here at this time. We are sorry that it's late, but he's working, I'm working the other jobs, and we cannot manage it and squeeze it at some normal point. However, it will be delightful to do this as an
Yeah.
yearly basis. You there, man?
Yes, sorry, my this is actually funny.
What happened?
Oh my god. Oh shit, just a second.
What did you do?
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
No, where did you? I thought we are ending the stream, and at some point you went silent. What the hell happened?
Okay, this was really bad from my side. I almost turned off my computer. That that would be really bad.
Dude,
I have done it.
we're not done yet.
Yeah, I know.
Easy,
My
easy.
mouse, my mouse battery is dying, so
Oh,
the mouse darts everywhere.
oh. So technical problems.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Stupid problem. More. Yeah.
Dude, get a wired mouse for crying out loud.
No.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
you have the that keyboard with a pad.
Yeah. I use that small shit right now.
Yeah, it doesn't. I now remember you have that. You do have a wired connections there. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure, no problem. So, unfortunately, guys, I think we should end the stream now because we have a technical difficulties on the other side.
Yeah.
However, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the stream next Saturday. Oh, sorry, not Saturday. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Sorry about that. And I will link his channel down in the description of the video. And stay safe in these horrible times. We will all pushed in front of it. We will be all good. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye bye, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. Bye, guys.